back to some more Explorer, which is probably going to largely be the focus of the channel for the short term, at least. If you're one of my wonderful subs, I did send out a sub survey in the Discord server over the weekend. If you haven't had a chance to fill that out, I'll be checking responses through the end of the week. But so far, Explorer seems like Koglandia's current favorite by a good margin. If I'm being honest, it's also been my favorite. So it seems like a good time to take some more time to explore this new format. The core of this deck list was a viewer submission. We got a lot of sweet cards here. Slitherwisp was an old fan favorite of mine. Every time you cast another flash spell, you get to draw a card and your opponent loses a life. So we've got some classic sweet flash cards like Borrower and Cunning Nightbonder. We've also got a bunch of new sweet flash cards. Spectral Adversary, Interceptor, Wandering Emperor, some Evelyn here at the very top end of the curve. And then we've got some other 2-mana interaction with Make Disappear and Heartless Act. We also got some other new gems in the sideboard like Void Rend as a fixed target problem. So let's go ahead and pop on into some games with this and see how it goes. By the way, the stream this week is sponsored by Marvel Strike Force. They're a Marvel IP mobile RPG hero collector game, whatever you want to call it, on Android and iOS. If you're someone that hasn't checked out that game before and you want an easy way to support my content, you can install it on Android or iOS using my link. Anybody new to Strike Force that uses my link and gets to level 2, you can get a free sub gift to the channel as a thank you for that. If you get your account to level 10, I'll gift you a 3-month sub gift. Appreciate everybody that takes some minutes out of their days to check out the sponsors. Dirty Flash player. Come on now. Our deck's got a lot of bad cards in it. Don't call me dirty. We can technically phase something out on turn 2 as well, on turn 3 as well. Ditch the adversary here. Keep the rest of this. That shit, instant speed preordained. It's cracked. So again, the check lands versus slow lands versus not comes down to how many 2-mana spells you have and how many untapped, how many things you have to make them untapped. So this deck is playing 2 blue-black basics. It's playing 2 blue-black basics, 4 triomes, and then almost 12 shocklands. So we have a lot of ways to make what's it called be untapped on 2. We also have a lot of 2-mana spells in our deck. So these slow lands are notably not very good at casting 2-mana spells on turn 2. What's going on, Strange Journey? Thanks for the 6 months. Welcome back. Boston, thank you for the tier 3. That's super generous. Thanks for sticking around for almost 3 years. Whatever day of the week it is, indeed. My week's all thrown off because I worked over the weekend and then wasn't live yesterday. What's going on, Cedrus? Thanks for the 2 years. I think I'm going to let Trespasser happen and just Evelyn here. What's going on, Helco? Congrats. I think Feather's genuinely pretty good in Historic. Or in Explorer. It's awful in Historic. It's pretty good in Explorer.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Alright, you have successfully spent a card to kill my card that drew 2 cards. Yeah, Evelyn seems like yes. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up playing more than 2 Evelyn by the time we're done with this set. Oh my gosh, I could put a counter on Evelyn. Chat, come on, fuck. Alright, I'm just gonna, alright, so this is my kind request to chat. What Rose TM there did, it really frustrates me as a person when people are like, Jeff, why didn't you do the thing that's objectively correct? That's just, I'm human, I missed it, believe it or not, I've never flashed in an Emperor in response to a Heartless Act before, so it's okay to just say, hey, like Rose did there, say, hey, that would have fizzled that interaction. You all are correct. Please just like stop doing it the way you're doing it. It's very frustrating. Griffin Bruce with the 69-month resubscription. Welcome back. It's been quite some time.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
I would like to make Chandra disappear. I'll take a Brazen Borrower. Definitely making a 2/2.
Guards, to me.
Send it back from whence it came. Do-da, do-da. Bum 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 ba da da dum. I guess that's technically not sending it back from where it came. It's technically sending it back to somewhere else.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Nice, busted. Misfit Mavis, thanks for the over 2 years. Welcome back. All right, I guess. We're actually in a pretty okay spot here, right? If they Croxa, I just like flash it a 3/2 and then we get to attack them for a bunch. Or a 3/1, whatever, same difference. Yeah, this card seems expensive and bad. I want more Evelyn shit. I'm addicted to this card. Completely addicted. What if I just like swap Make Disappear for Void Rend here? Do I want the counter spells? They have some cards that are like things I want to be answering, but at the same time, I feel like especially on the play, they're gonna be able to get in under me. So I'd rather have spells that play to the board. Thanks for the reminder, Three Smith. Is setting up all this stuff for the Marvel sponsor. Threw off my morning routine. Dangazone! Thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. What's going on, Warlordy? Thanks for the 21 months. Happy Tuesday, folks. This card is just like always a 4/4 against us. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think we'll take a Slitherwisp here. I don't think I want a bounce spell. Hey, thanks to whoever hit level 2 checking out the Marvel promo. Appreciate you. To claim your free sub gift, just drop me a DM of your account at level 2, a screenshot. I'd be happy to hook that up. And remember, if you play through to level 10, I'll gift you a sub for a 3-month duration. Instead of just one, appreciate it either way. And this is why they didn't attack, because they're expecting Wandering Emperor, but I actually just have like infinite other things in my hand, right? Yeah, this deck is a sick Wandering Emperor deck. People are just gonna constantly live in fear of that card against us. Hey, Magical Caracal, thank you for the 3 years. Ludarina, thanks for the 32 months. Yes, we have done Strike Force in the past. So if you checked them out before... I think I just want to go Slitherwisp Cunning Nightbonder here. This could eat a removal spell right away, but that's fine. We're gonna get to draw a card with it, which is why I waited until turn 5 to play it. We're just chilling for the time being. Thanks for the 3 years, Caracal. I was in the kitchen and heard you say Slitherwisp, so I sprinted into my office. Yeah, I think we definitely want more Evelyn shit. If we, because like when one of them dies, like the subsequent Evelyns mean you can get the cards from the earlier ones too. Yeah, I think we definitely want more. I need to just do this. Jeff has a fever and the only cure is more Evelyn. Yeah, basically.
You're done.
God bless America, chat.
Remember your training.
So if they have a removal spell, we're in trouble. Well, I don't think this particular deck wants more vampires in it, right? Hey, thanks to whoever checked out the Marvel promo. Appreciate you. Oh my...
Try not to miss me.
Alright, that's fine. We're gonna just move on, misclicks, etc. We'll take game 3 on the play. I hate how it... like, in my brain, if I would have had a response there, it would have given me another pause to click before blockers. But because I no longer had responses, it just plowed through on priority, which is what happened. I think I'm happy with how we sideboarded. I don't think you need other vampires to make Evelyn good, chat. We should just be playing 4 of her. Hey, thanks for the Prime Kicker. Appreciate it. Welcome back. This hand's a good example of why I have a mix of slow lands and check lands in this deck, by the way. If these were both slow lands, I'd have to shock on 2 to have an untapped land. It's noteworthy. And with the triomes plus shocks plus a couple of basics, I think this is likely good enough. All right, chat, do we greed this Omen of the Sea? I think I'm gonna greed the Omen. I'm just gonna pass to my turn. This could be wrong. If I Omen after Slitherwisp, I get to draw an extra card. You're playing paper. How many Evelyns would you play as the number 5 or 6? I don't know what Ovar is. Is Ovar the anti-discard card? If so, there's not enough miscellaneous discard in this format. That's a nice draw. Yeah, Orvar, there aren't enough mind rots in most Magic formats to make Orvar good enough. You had 8 copies of Evelyn in play using Helm of the Host. God bless. If they do nothing here, we're in an incredible spot. Feels like they have a Heartless Act, though. Please cast a 3 or 4 mana spell. This might be wrong. I really want to be able to. I really want to be able to double spell this turn, right? And giving this an extra counter is nice. Oh man, shit. We actually just get to kill them with Slitherwisp triggers.
I've learned much during
Precipic, thank you for the 49 months. Welcome back. All right, chat. I don't know if this deck is good, but it's certainly great, and it definitely sparks joy. Slitherwisp. Can Slitherwisp be a playable card in this format? It's basically all I want out of my Magic formats. Is Slitherwisp being a playable Magic card. Right, I'm just gonna do what we should have done from the start and get up to 4 Evelyn in here. But I put the 4th one in the sideboard over the Chromium, but basically every mid-range matchup I want 4 of this card in, right? Do I want a 4th Wandering Emperor? I want a 4th Wandering Emperor. There's no shot Slitherwisp is playable. Wow! Wow! Why would you choose violence this morning? Why would you come in here and hurt me like that? What did I ever do to you, Precipic? Just come in here and crush my dreams? Hybrid mana card. I don't have that many double blue. I think I can keep this. Oh, you know what? I wonder if the green screen's tall enough when I stand up. Let's find out. I resubbed to defend Slitherwisp honor. Quick, someone else insult another sweet card in my deck. See if it works a second time. Thank you, Poro King, for the 3rd of the year. Welcome back. Feels like we're in trouble, Chip. Might be right to take a land that doesn't hurt me. Ask and you shall receive. Why is she wandering? Just go where you need to go. Sometimes you gotta go where your heart takes you. My body is ready for this last card to be a removal spell and for me to be very sad. Okay, well, it's not a removal spell at least. Yeah, the old Faceless Haven Castle Lochthwain abandoned by our hand here. I feel like we're dead, shit. I think we're dead. Good example of why Make Disappear is going to be sideboarded out here very quickly. I shall defend the honor of EV2. Thank you for the 33 months, Penguin. Probably don't want the 4th EV here. Some interceptors are probably fine because lifelink is good, but bouncing a spell is probably not very good or relevant here. You know, I wonder, is this we board in Ray of Enfeeblement as a combat trick matchup? It might be, huh? Thank you for the 43 months and the tier 3. Welcome back, Covern. You want Containment Priest as a 2-2, really? I guess it trades with Underdog. Oh, it does stop Scrap Heap from coming back. That's true. It doesn't stop Gutter Bones, but it stops Scrap Heap. What if I do both? Omen of the Sea is kind of slow. This one doesn't block. Wait, what do we think of this? I think I'm into this. Yeah, being able to, like, put a 2-2 in front of, like, their 3-2 and make their 3-2 not have any attack seems good. The terrible 2s. Gosh, Haley is, like, she's 23 months old. She's definitely fully into the terrible 2s. Blitz is an alternative cast, so it does not stop Blitz. I think 3 was worth. I think it depends on the kid. Yeah, I had the green screen set up for the Pokemon tournament over the weekend. I've got it still just chilling in the background. I'm not sure how I feel about it. So I'm interested in feedback from the regulars. Do we like transparent Jeff background or no? You want to get rid of the border? Like that? You want me to just sit here in the void? I don't know that I like floating Jeff in this position. Put me over the avatar. No, I think that's weird, chat. I also think the border is still good. Yeah, D9 floating, D9 puts himself at the bottom of the screen, though. Yeah, D9 puts himself, like, down over here where my stuff is. I'm like, I could theoretically flip that, I suppose. Like, put the alerts and stuff up there. But I also, Sean's overlay on Arena specifically ends up blocking some of the cards when they get too far over. I think I'm also usually zoomed out a little bit more, right? Oh, the top of the green. You can see the green screen when I zoom out, chat. That's funny. Got that optical zoom on the camera. Yeah, if to completely level with all of you at home, the reason the green screen is still up is because I worked for the broadcast was 12 hours on Saturday and Sunday each, and I didn't feel like taking it down yesterday because I was running around doing other things. What do we think of Void Rend the underdog? Crack them for 5 here. Because, like, even if they blitz it back, it costs them 2 life to blitz it back. And then we're still winning that race. I think I'm into it. It's close, though. And that's why the Christmas tree is a 365-day-a-year resident in our living room. God bless. They fire up Faceless Haven. Oh god, this card's a 4/3. It's not fair. Why does it get to be a 4/3, chat? I don't know how Void Rend made it through Fire Design without exiling. Oh. I'd like to kill this one, please. Priest does not stop Blitz. Blitz is an alternative form of casting. It's a race to the finish. I think I'm happy with how he boarded. That game kind of made me want more Evelyn, but she's just so expensive. Hey, thanks for ever checked out the Marvel promo. You could DM me a screenshot of your account at level 2 for a 1-month sub gift. If you play it through to level 10, I'd be happy to hook you up with 3 months of that as part of the promo. You can do that on Twitch or Twitter. My DMs are open in both spots. We're going to do a few Magic decks this morning. I'm planning to do all Explorer today. Then we're going to play Marvel for a little bit. And then we're going to play some Pokemon Unite. Should be a fun day. Okay. Put it mulligan to 5. We need another land. And our mana's a little painful here to start. I think this channel's gonna be an all Explorer channel, sans deck donations moving forward. Also, like, the majority of deck donations we've gotten are also Explorer. Speaking of things to shill on this fine Tuesday, the reason why we're going to be focusing on more Explorer is largely due to the fact that the sub survey has indicated that Hoglandia loves Explorer just as much as I do. And if you're someone that supports my stuff, you can find a link to that survey in the subs Discord server in the announcements channel. Explorer is my supporters' favorite format by a wide margin, and if I'm being honest, it's mine too. I do have deck submissions lined up for today, Yogi. I think we'll be deck submissions today and tomorrow, and then we'll be through most of the queue. I think we've got 6 or 7 things in there. Send it back from whence it came, doo-da, doo-da. Bum 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 ba da da dum. Do 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 bum 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 ba da da dum. Oh, shame we can't cast this because it's double blue dabba dee dabba die, but. I don't believe so, Hacksaw. Yeah, that's the type of deck that will be really bad against anybody that actually wants to beat it, though. It just beat up a bunch of people not playing enough lands in their deck, basically. Would you all settle down over there? You're making quite the racket. So, this deck is an amazing Settle the Wreckage deck, and it's an amazing Emperor deck because we can so frequently hold up these cards without it looking like we're holding up these cards, right? Like, usually these types of effects are very telegraphed, but in a deck like what we're playing, that couldn't be further from the truth, right? Okay, but like, what if I cast a 1-mana spell that made you lose life and let me draw a card? Okay, and then what if I did it again? Jan, I don't know if this deck is good, but it is certainly great. Yeah, it isn't the 4-mana no plays tee hee hee. They obviously have the thing. Yes, this deck isn't a good Evelyn deck in that it can bring back or get lots of triggers with it, but it is really good at getting to play one of our cards on their turn, because Evelyn lets you play a spell each turn, which is Gasoline. There's no way they're playing Meat Hook. I think there's a chance their deck could have Meat Hook in it, but I also don't think it's likely to be in against us. No, not my bits! I love my bits! Don't take them away! Wait, you took my Settle and not my Eevee? Thank you, opponent. I came here for the Jungle Crystal content. Don't tell Breadboxer, who has agreed to duo with me today, but I do plan to play some more Crystal this afternoon. I might be becoming addicted to that character. Crystal's a lot of fun. The Unite coverage was awesome. The Unite stream was on the Twitch front page for an hour Sunday morning, and they kept like an extra 2,000 viewers from the front page boost, like 8 hours through the end, which was great. Yeah, the squad was really good. It felt like we had a really good mix of casters. Zoinks was new to the broadcast, and he complimented Doomstacks really well. So, well, that's exactly correct, Precipic. I hate Crustal players. I don't necessarily hate Crustal as a Pokemon. The problem isn't Crustal itself so much as it's the type of people that tend to play that Pokemon also tend to never be where you need them to be. Yeah, Seltzer was excellent. Having someone to direct traffic was good. I think we gotta mulligan this, right? Like, no third land, no 2-mana spell. Yeah, the competitive balance in the current Unite patch is really good. Easily the best they've ever had. I think this is hold up Nightbonder. If they attack with Speaker, we'll flash it in. Silly opponent, you've activated my trap card. I actually really like that they've been including Pokemon like Crustal and Cramorant into Pokemon Unite. I think it is super gas that they're explicitly including Pokemon that just aren't people's favorites so they can become people's favorites. Oh, shoot. I forgot this thing transforms. I guess this is fine for us, though, right? We'll do this and just minus on here.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. My judgment is fine.
Oof. Oof.
We've got the edge in this fight.
What are spells? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. They are supposed to double block there, huh? They could have an Emperor of their own. Problem, though. They drew a land. They had to draw a land to kill us here. Yeah, I don't have any outs to that, right? Yeah, they could theoretically have outs to it though, right? Yeah, decking doesn't work. We need Evelyn to be able to draw. So it's so unfortunate too, right? Like, if they would have just missed the land last turn, we would have had the Heartless Act to deal with their thing.
My judgment is final. I have got new moves to teach you.
Looks like we're gonna get cheesed out of this one, unfortunately. We'll see. Maybe they have a fielder rune in their deck. Oh, we could also assemble their combo. That's unlikely, right? Because we'd need 3 snow. I only have 2 more Evelyns, right? So I get to draw 4 more cards off their deck.
How we greet our enemies.
Hey, it's not gonna take me that long to find my other copies of Evelyn, chat. Like we're seeing like 6 cards a turn, chat. Yeah, I'm not gonna play till we deck, but I'm going to play my copies of Evelyn and draw my cards off their deck and see what we get.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if they can kill Lyra. Yeah, we could book Lyra next turn, right? Yeah, and we have counterspells. We have counterspells and my phase out. Yeah, actually. Okay, chat, this is the play. Okay, but how do we win? No, we don't. Our opponent's gonna concede.
I have got new moves to teach you.
paper magic, you would go to a draw here. I can't lose the game and my opponents can't win the game, chat.
This fight.
I won't let a few thugs threaten this city. Let's do this together.
I won't let a few thugs threaten this city, chat. Their Facebook combo definitely constitutes a thug.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
We're down on clock, but I'm gonna fix that right now. Hey, what's going on, Quake Cricket? Thanks for the 13 months. Welcome back.
I know there's a hero inside you.
Strike fast and strike hard.
There's one more Evelyn in my deck. I'm gonna draw to that real quick here, so that way we can, I'm gonna find our last Evelyn so we can see if we could draw a what's it called off their deck. And our opponent has to start taking game actions, chat. Oh, I should have make disappeared this. Whatever.
Keep watch for intruders.
Them having removal doesn't matter, chat. We have 3 Spectral Adversaries. It's rare that I've seen garbage time for both players. Yep. Dude.
Let's end this quickly before more people get hurt.
Guards, to me.
So when does Arena recognize it's a draw? I'm not sure that it does. That's the neat part. It doesn't. If you phase Lyra, can you lose the game? Yeah, maybe. If both players draw from libraries for multiple turns, it's supposed to recognize the draw. Okay.
Be brave.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Because, chat, if they go to kill my Lyra, we phase her out, and then by the time we go to deck when we draw but can't, she's back. Back again. Lyra's back. Tell a friend.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Show 'em what you got.
Pew, 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 doo, doo.
I know there's a hero inside you.
What a ridiculous game indeed, Judge Nader. Thank you for the almost 5 years. Welcome back. Oh, chat, I forgot to... I should be making angels with my Speaker of the Heavens, too. Just so we don't die inside of their combat step.
Be brave.
Well, I could theoretically die inside of their combat step if they like cause me to need to phase Lyra out. Yeah, if they have like they had a brutal Cathar earlier. So if they hit another brutal Cathar, is what we're somewhat concerned over.
Show 'em what you got.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Nobody can lose the game, chat. That's what's happening. Couldn't you make disappear the brutal Cathar? It depends on how many lands they have. You can destroy the Cathar with the trigger on the stack. Yes. Skyclave Apparition! Oh, man. You know what that doesn't get, though, chat? It doesn't get Lyra.
This is your fight. Win it.
You know, it isn't often, chat, that you get to unite the same Planeswalker twice. Oh, we could phase the Brutal Cathar out with the trigger on the stack.
Show him what you got.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Yeah, someone said if both players draw from empty libraries for a couple of turns, it detects the draw and ends it in a draw. I want to see if that's true.
We'll light up every dark
Yeah, for
corner.
science, chat. We're figuring this out for the sake of science.
This is
How are we not losing? I have the fortitude and willpower to not lose the game. See, some of you at home would choose to lose the game when you draw with an empty library. I, being a cultivated individual, have instead chosen not to.
Be brave.
Streamer luck is how we haven't lost. Exactly. Did you switch over to mobile?
I know.
Chat, Arena is struggling. Crashing the back end of the entire Arena server infrastructure is also an out here. Do we want to Wanderer their Speaker of the Heavens? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We're also just like dealing clock damage to them though, right?
Be brave.
Their speaker is Bob for the clock. Their clock. He's on our team. Yeah. Some people get paid to thoroughly stress test this. That's what we're doing, chat. We're providing a service to the entire Arena community at the moment. We are stress testing. The opponent is currently up by a few minutes right now, chat. We're catching back up. We're closing the gap here. I just want to see if it says a draw when they deck out. They have 9 cards left in deck. We're almost done. They're no longer like stacking stuff up, so. This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, chat. There's physics. Physics is happening on your screen. Are we the force or the object? Well, their board's bigger, so I think they're the unstoppable force. I think this is just two immovable objects, actually. That's fair. That's fair. That's probably accurate. No, there's no way I'm blocking shit. Ain't nobody got time to math out blocks. Look at their board state has 2 rows and it has an arrow to the right and to the left. Ain't nobody about to block on this board state. Oh, chat, when this started, we were down on clock by 5 minutes. I'm now only down on clock by 3 minutes. So we're catching back up. We're playing for the long game. We got those gains, chat. I believe there is 1 card remaining in their library. All right, your move, Yugi boy. This is all we got.
Almost sad to see you go.
All right, is the client smart enough? Is there a draw? Someone said if we both pass for a few turns, it'll draw. I don't know if I believe that. An APM game, chat. APM game. Hold down the shift key, tap and enter. My opponent's clock is going down while these attacks are happening. This is the break in the case we needed. There's the attack with everything. They've lost almost 30 seconds to this attack. And now there's Resplendent Angel triggers happening. Look at this incredible spew of equity. And now they have to like wait for all these triggers to go on the stack. Oh, yeah, this is the good stuff right there. Our brain is huge. Listen, chat, to anybody else that feels like you have better things to do with your time, come back in 20 minutes, okay? I'm committed, okay? My opponent doesn't know the hotkeys. They're losing way more clock than I am. All right, whoever in chat suggested that the game would draw after several draws from empty libraries, you were wrong, but that should definitely be a thing. Magic Arena, please get on that. I don't have time to mouse over their clock, chat. What's going on, Williams? Thanks for the 33 months. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. What a sweet platform. What just good both card and software design allowing this to happen. Yeah, I think they learned the hotkeys, chat. I'm very annoyed, chat. We're one match off of Mythic. This is the shit we gotta go through. That should have been a draw. We were losing clock, chat. They have 15 minutes on theirs. I only have 13:48 on mine. We're losing the clock. They figured out the hotkeys. Does sideboarding take long? It does not. It's a separate 2-minute timer. Why don't we have a sideboard field of rune? Asking the real questions. Is Settle the Wreckage even that good against Winota? I get that it lets you, like, not die that particular turn, but, like, usually the Winota's not attacking, and then they just get wolves to re-trigger her the following turn, right? Like, we're playing Settle in this deck because, like, we've got a bunch of flash stuff in our deck. Oh, I don't have double white. Brutal. Oh, this makes a 1/1, so you can technically double block one of my things. Alright, I'm over it. Rolling into 5, having colors a mana problem after a game that we're not supposed to be down. Big sad that Magic Arena scummed us out of our Mythic match. So 16 months OB Winter, welcome back. Big sad that Magic Arena is still a giant flaming pile of trash that can't detect simple things like both players drawing from empty libraries 10 turns in a row. Alert, thanks for the 19 months. Especially not detecting both players drawing from empty libraries and neither player taking any game actions for a dozen plus turns each. Like the fact that it can't conclude that game state should be a forced draw is really, yes, in paper that game was a draw. If your opponent doesn't agree to the draw, you call a judge and the judge will make them agree to the draw. Hey, Eric Tron, thank you for the 21 months. Welcome back. I appreciate it. Definitely like to make that one disappear. Oof. Containment Priest, Settle the Wreckage, Ray, Heartless Act, Noxious Grasp, Void Rend. Emperor seems kind of mediocre here. I guess we do need to permanently answer some other things. Let's slip through. This doesn't block meaningfully. Can buy time though. Is this cutting too many threats? It might be cutting too many threats. Obscura Charm doesn't really kill too many things we care about. Maybe Void Rend's too expensive. Seven pieces of Winota spot removal. We conceded because Arena doesn't detect draws, and I was bored. We were probably down on clock. Yeah, this might be cutting too many threats. Yeah, you need removal spell plus, like, reasonable creatures inside a combat press a pick, basically. Ray of Enfeeblement getting to kill Winota through Selfless Savior is real nice. Void Rend, the Rangers class here. The old pick a creature with the first one to make sure Magic Arena works with Containment Priest, a tried and true strategy. We do need a bigger booty flash creature. I would really like to draw an Evelyn. I think we're just gonna die to their 2/2s here, unfortunately. I wonder if Make Disappear is not a card that I want in this matchup. Just stick to, like, removal spells, basically. Definitely doesn't seem particularly good against all their mana creatures. I guess it's necessary against stuff like this, though. It's close. Yeah, it's not any spells. Feels like a hard game to win if we don't hit piece of card advantage in there. All right, let's give Esper one more shot, and then we'll slide along to our second deck of the day, huh? Looks like we get a rematch here against Winota. Howdy, new bub. Oh. Took away my cantrip, Jet. There shall be no cantripping. It's a cantrip, yep. What's going on, Fabricator? Thanks for taking the time to drop off that Prime, even if you are mostly on YouTube. Welcome back. I mean, we were one match away from Mythic last week, and then we slid all the way back down to the rank floor. Not too particular. Chat, there's no real prizes for getting to Mythic for me. It's fine. We'll get one more booster pack, and it'll happen at some point before the end of the month. Zero desire to play a high variance game like Magic competitively anymore. Magic's a lot more enjoyable, in my opinion, when you're not worried about the outcome. Paulo, thanks for the 16 months. Welcome back. Yeah, 20 gems. It's gonna be our next deck today. No idea. Something from the Shrimp Cube. Red Rover, let Innkeeper come over. Their dojo rightfully contained fear, chat. Smart of them to be afraid. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of their thing here, I think. This could be wrong. Maybe I'm just supposed to Wandering Emperor, actually. Pay the life. That's probably better. We're playing a really good Settle deck, chat. The fact that we have Wandering Emperor and all these other flash things makes our deck so good with Settle. Hey, thanks to whoever checked out the Marvel promo using the link there. And drop me a DM of your account at level 2. A screenshot of that to get your free sub gift collected after the stream today. Howdy, Huandu. Flash just didn't eat one of these, I think. Any times we've been meat hooked? I've given up playing standards, so 0. Going on, Grizzle Fluff. Time is a circle. Thanks for the 2 years. Here and see what we get. Perfect. Both of those, please. to Heartless Act while they're tapped out. They have protection spells post-board sometimes. Do I want to kill Winota? I don't really need to, right? I guess, what if they have, like, a way to kill my Containment Priest after they put her triggers on the stack? The conservative play is to kill her, right? Yeah, Meathook's legal in this format. It's just not nearly as good, because the creature decks are things like this, chat. Yeah, sometimes these decks play, like, Faithful Absence as a card that's in the range of stuff they could be playing. Honestly, I think I'm in for the land. Slitherwisp just so key to being able to allow our deck to consistently hammer them. I have 2 Emperors, so your move, Yugi boy. What does this attack mean? We're attacking with 1 wolf?
You started this fight, but I'm going to show them how we greet our enemies.
Is it a land here?
We must protect.
Yeah, I think we're at garbage time at this point for sure. MLG's, thanks for the 10 months. Welcome back. Opponent agrees with our conclusion that we are in garbage time. I think that might actually be worse than this. I have a few tokens we don't mind bouncing, and it trades with Spellbinder. Clipsy, thanks for the over 4 years. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Fine. I want to KO their mana creature here because it makes my make disappear better. Yeah, a little punish for sequencing, but I think this is correct. Perhaps the fact that they played the first one of these out so aggressively should be indicative to us that they likely have a second. We're in a fine spot though, because they mulligan, so we get to like Heartless Act the Chariot, and then Brazen Borrower bounce a cat token. Red Boxer. I think we just do this. Let's do this. The fact that this is threatening to transform is a little annoying. I think we Emperor and just grab our Containment Priest back. And then there's a question of, do I want to trade Containment Priest to keep the Emperor alive? Or do I want to hold the Containment Priest to keep Winota in check? They don't have that big of a board at the moment, so there might be merit to keeping the Emperor around so I can have a bigger board in the long term. I guess I could attack, if they attack both into Emperor to guaranteed take her off the board, I'm going to eat the Innkeeper, but if they attack with just the 2/2, I think I'm going to trade. So I have a decision to make here. She's dying either way. Let's just take their life gain out. Now we get to plus on here and just keep swinging.
They've got the edge in this fight.
Hell yeah. It's not a phase, Mom. Totally is, Thalia. You'll be back next turn. Shortest time? Yeah, chat. I like it. It shouldn't be a surprise to anybody who's watched this channel for a while that I really like this deck because, like, You know, I love crappy flash decks, Chad. It's just who I am. Evelyn continued to be sweet. Slitherwisp is just as much fun as I remember it. Nightbonder making Evelyn and Emperor cheaper was sweet. Getting to Night, this felt like the best Nightbonder deck I've ever played. I definitely played this card in some other shells before, and the fact that it was accelerating us into these two effects felt really strong. Definitely a fun Settle the Wreckage deck too, because we just have so many things you could be holding up at any given point. It's tough for opponents to play around it. Thanks for the 2.5 years, JMOs. Welcome back.